all the pro-life, pro-family groups, property rights groups, Second Amendment groups, business groups, Fighter for Free Enterprise. I got all those awards because I was a true conservative. So you know where I stand, you know what I believe. That's very different from most judicial candidates. And we've got some good judicial candidates in this race. There's 6 of us running on the Republican ticket in place 3, so a lot of competition out there. That makes your vote count even more in the primary, because more than likely the top 2 that will go into the runoff will probably only get about 20% of the vote. So we'll probably get 20-21% of the vote, those top 2, and then go into the runoff. So I need you not only on March 2nd, or hopefully you're going to early vote February 16th, but not only do I need you to vote in the primary, but I need you to be ready in the runoff, because assuming there's not a runoff in the governor's race, which there very well may be, we'll see. If there's not, we'll be the only statewide runoff, and not too many people are going to show up to vote, which makes your vote worth about 100 times what it was on March 2nd. So I need you to get out there and vote in the primary. I hope that you'll vote for me for a variety of reasons, not just because you know where I stand and you have to guess with the other ones, but also because it's good to have a former legislator on the court. There's a reason that the Texas Supreme Court usually has about 1/3 of its justices having never served on a court before. So prior judicial experience is certainly not a prerequisite. In fact, it's good to have some people that didn't have any of that, because we want to bring other backgrounds to the table. We want to bring other people to that court so you get a variety of views. People that have been in business like myself, people that have been legislators. We talked about the signers of the Declaration. 1/3 of the signers of the Declaration went home and ran. They were in the legislature, they went home and ran for the court and served in the court there in their home state. That helps to keep the judiciary in check. I'll tell you right now, a large number of our problems in our country today are because the judiciary has overstepped its bounds and done things that only the legislature should have done. The legislature should be pushing back. Congress has the power to do that. The Constitution makes it very clear they have the authority to set the limits of what the judiciary can even hear. They could wipe out half the federal judiciary tomorrow if they would use their constitutional power to do so. But because they haven't pushed back, the judiciary has become far stronger than it was ever intended to be. You've probably heard that we have 3 equal branches of government. How many of y'all were taught that in your government class? It's absolutely not true. If you read the Federalist Papers, if you read what the founders actually gave us, they said we don't have 3 equal branches. They said the legislative branch should always predominate, meaning it should be more powerful. Not equal, more powerful. They said the judiciary should always be the weakest of the 3 branches. And Jefferson later told us, he said, if you ever allow the judiciary down here to become equal to the other 2 branches, then then the judiciary will have the final say on every law in America, and we will be, quote, ruled by the despotism of an oligarch. That's exactly what we have today, because we've allowed ourselves to buy into this idea of 3 equal branches. The Supreme Court right now on their website says we have 3 equal branches of government. And they go through all these. Normally we do a whole presentation on the myths of the judiciary. That's another story. Just know this. The judiciary has become too strong. We need other people serving on that court with different backgrounds that can help rein the court back in and have it do what it was supposed to do all along. I'm the guy that can do that in this race. We've been endorsed by all kinds of folks, lots of conservative groups. This will probably mean nothing to this group, but Charlton Heston used to do, had did a commercial for me back in the day. To your parents, that's a big deal, okay? He played Moses in the movie 10 Commandments. Anybody see 10 Commandments? Okay. Now, how many of y'all are not from Texas? Wow, you're kidding. This whole class is from Texas? Are you all registered to vote here in Texas? Excellent, I'm in the right place then. Okay. We're in the promised land, all right? We're already there. This is God's country, right? So Moses